What is going on, everybody? Today, we are going to be talking about the time that I burned down a grill and I ran from the cops. Alright, I have my script here. Um, this is my first video with a script, so I'm going to try to not make this intro too long. Anyway, so basically, I was hanging out with my buddy. We're going to call him Trenchcoat because he was wearing a trench coat on this occasion, right? He always wore a trench coat, but whatever. And we're also gonna call the two later characters fucking one or two old person names. Fucking Clarence and Margaret. Yeah, fucking Clarence and Margaret, bro. Fuck you two. But anyway, so me and Trenchcoat, right? Trenchcoat calls me up. He's like, "Yo, Dingo, like, let's go down to the field because we had this little field behind our house that we would go to. We smoke up and we'd hang out, we'd jump bikes, do stupid shit, whatever. And I'm like, I bet. So I go ride down to his house. Mind you, we live in this little neighborhood, so I can do that. I ride my bike down there, and I'm like, yo, let's go trench coat. I dap him up, we're cooling, and then he's like, yo, let's go down to we called it the jumps or the field, and we're like, I bet, let's go down to the jumps. So we go down to that bitch, and we're like, I bet, what are we gonna do? So we jump bikes for a little while. We're hanging out. We're laughing. We're doing stupid shit. We had this hole dug that we had turned into like a bunker, and we're just hanging out there. Right? We're just hanging out. Just fuck shit, doing whatever. And then we have the bright idea. Oh, there's, hold up, yeah, there's the stash. Right? We're gonna go check out the stash because we had like a little 1 liter bottle of Yeg and this little baggie of weed. It was snug, right? And in a bowl. And YouTube, that's AI generated. That part's not real. This part, none of this video is real, by the way. Anyways, um, so we get our shit, we pack a bowl, we're hanging out, we're smoking, and we had this abandoned grill, right? Um, And so we have the bright idea, oh, we don't use this grill engine to kick it. Let's light it on fire, right? And my buddy's like, what? And I'm like, bro, that sounds like a good idea. Because I thought he said it. No, a voice in my head fucking said it. Not yo ass said it, bro. I know it was him, bro. I know it was Trench Coat. But anyway, he's like, I bet, bro, that sounds really funny. You know? That sounds really funny. Let's do it. And so I'm like, bet. So we're sitting there. We're a little crossed, we're a little crossy, and we light this grill on fire with a bunch of brush and shit that we dug up, whatever. We're in the middle of the desert, and we had cleared out a spot, so it's nothing's gonna burn, nothing's gonna burn under that. But we're sitting there, it's on fire. This thing's burning. This thing's melting the metal. It's hot, and the two old folks that I mentioned, bro, fuck them, bro. Fuck them. They're the reason why I got in trouble. Anyways, fuck them, bro. But basically, what happened was fucking Clarence and Margaret. I think that's what I call them. They come over and they're like, "What are you two kids doing?" And we're like, "Bro, it's a contained fire. It's all good, bro. It's all good." They're like, "Nah, you can't do that, bro. That's it's bad for the environment and it's yada 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 yabba yabba yabba. Nothing about burning down the fucking desert, right? It's just this is bad for the environment, and I don't think you have a permit." And we're like, we're young, no shit, we don't have a permit, right? No fuck, no, we don't have a permit. Stupid. And they're like, we're gonna call the cops. We're gonna call the police. And we're like, you ain't gonna do shit, dumbass. You ain't gonna do shit. And sorry. And so they're like, we're gonna call the cops on you. And we're like, do it then, pussy. They call the fucking cops. Old people love to do that. So they call the police. And we're like, bro, fuck. We hear the we hear the police showing up, and like they just sent cops out because we put out the fire. So they'd stop yelling at us. But like the cops show up, and like we see like three cars coming down, and we're like fuck. And we're like on BMX. We're on like a BMX bike. I'm on the BMX bike. He's on the mountain bike. They were both my bikes, but like I just used a horde bikes. You know, I'd steal them out of trash bins and say, oh, people, you know, whatever. Because people would throw away bikes where I was instead of just fucking fixing them. They throw them away. I don't know. Bikes are really cheap at Walmart, I guess, but or used. A lot of people had used bikes out there too. But anyway, like I'm on this one bike that I built. Not he was on this one bike that I basically stolen, and we're like fuck. So we're like shit. We're gonna get in way bigger trouble because of that bike and because of yada yada yada. So we're like shit. So we hop on the bikes. And the cops show up and they're like yo blah 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 blah. And we're like fuck. So we bail the fuck out through the desert because we know these trails better than anybody. We bail the fuck out. We run through the fuck. We're running, bro. And then we get up on this one hill and we're like, shit, there's still, like, shit. I don't think we've lost him yet. We can't see him. We can't hear anybody. We can't hear any yelling or nothing. We're like, fuck, we might get in really big trouble. So we're like, okay, bet. So we hop up and we're like, fuck, okay. The Walmart's just down there because we used to live by this Walmart. So we're like, okay, bet. So we hop on the bikes and then we fucking go down this huge ass hill. We must have been going 20 on these piece of shit bikes. And we're hauling ass. So we get down to the bottom of this hill to the Walmart, and we fucking peel across this highway pretty much. It's like, you know, one of them 4 lanes, you know, like the rural highways where it's like two each way. We peel across one of them, and like this car's honking at us, you know, fucking yelling at us, fuck. And we're like, okay, fuck, we need to get into the damn Walmart now. There's no police chasing us. There's nobody chasing us at this point. We've gotten away, but we're like still, you know, we had some money on us too that we wanted to lose on energy drinks. So we hop into the Walmart, we buy energy drinks, we walk around for a bit in the Walmart, in the AC, because it was like 115 that day. It was hot as fuck that day, and like we're hanging out, whatever, and then we're like, shit, they gonna recognize our clothes. Why the fuck would they recognize our clothes? That's dumb. But anyway, we fucking go and we buy like these two really cheapo shirts. They were like $5 each, right? So we just spent $5 on shirts. I'm wearing one of them right now, but fucking we buy them and we put them on and like we go and we dip out of the Walmart, right? We get home and we think we're scot free, right? Like there's nothing happening. So like our parents don't know, the police didn't catch us, nothing, bro. We're hanging out, and then lo and behold, to us, they post this little Facebook post on the Neighborhood Watch. Fuck Neighborhood Watch, first of all. If any of y'all watching a Facebook Watch, like, I hope you get a fucking nail in your tire, bro. Like, no one fucking likes you. Like, fuck you, bro. But anyway, right? She posts on this damn Facebook page, and she's like, yo, like, have you seen these two children? Like, anywhere? Are you their parents? Like, yada yada yada. And my parents see it. And they're like, fuck. I'm cooked. I'm fucking cooked. They don't put me in trouble, which is great. I love my parents. But like, fucking, they're like, Ari, what did you do? And I'm like, fuck you talking about? Because I don't think that they have it. I'm like, what are you talking about? You know? Like, I'm trying to play it off. And they're like, this Facebook post says you ran from the police and like fucking lit a grill on fire. And I just fess up. I'm like, yeah, I did that because they had a picture of me. There's no lying my way out of that. And I'm like, yeah. And they're like, okay, well, we're gonna have to go clean that up now. So we convinced the older people to pay for the dumpster, which is great. Like that's hilarious. Um, and then we throw everything in the dumpster, and then me and Trenchcoat we get yelled at, right, about fuck shit to never do this again, and yada 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 yada. Right? We still did fuck shit. We still did fuck shit. We just didn't get caught. But yeah, basically that's the story on how I lit a girl on fire, and then it turned into a whole spiel from me running from the cops. So, yeah, that's about it. You fellas have a good one. And remember, if you made it this far into the video, I appreciate you so much. Please like and subscribe. Please, you know, if you can, watch my other videos. That would be much appreciated. And remember, don't be a fucking dumbass. But anyway, that's about it. You guys have a good